In 2014, the World Cup draw in Brazil delivered what felt like a death sentence. Not just for one team, but for an entire group. Group D was immediately christened the Group of Death, and for good reason. It featured 3 titans of world football, 3 former world champions, who held 7 titles between them: Uruguay, Italy, England, and then there was the 4th team. A small Central American nation, given almost no shot at advancing, with some analysts putting their odds of winning the group as high as 45-1. A team everyone expected to be the whipping boys, the sacrificial lamb, the one that would finish rock bottom. Pundits didn't just write them off, they laughed at them. Costa Rica wasn't just expected to fail, they were expected to be annihilated. A footnote, in the story of which 2 giants would move on. But this is the story of how they took that script, tore it to shreds, and rewrote football history. This is how Costa Rica defied all expectations, dismantled the giants, and destroyed the Group of Death.
Uruguay, Italy, Costa Rica, England.
Yo siendo costarricense, me tengo que pegar.
Y en un rol de juez, la cenicienta del grupo, Costa Rica.
To understand the miracle of 2014, you have to understand the architect and his tools. The architect was a Colombian coach named Jorge Luis Pinto, a meticulous tactician, obsessed with discipline and organization. His tools were a squad of players largely unknown on the global stage. There was the creative captain, Brian Ruiz, playing in the Dutch league, the explosive young forward, Joel Campbell, perpetually on loan from Arsenal, and between the posts, there was a man who was about to become a household name, Keylor Navas.
Es un día histórico para Costa Rica. Hoy, Keylor Navas se perfila como uno de los grandes porteros del mundo. Por primera vez, un tico se pone la camiseta del Real Madrid.
Navas was already a standout goalkeeper in Spain's La Liga, known for his lightning-fast reflexes, but he was playing for a small club, Levante, and the World Cup would be his true introduction to the world. He and his teammates weren't just happy to be there, they had battled through a tough CONCACAF qualification to earn their spot in Brazil, and they arrived with a quiet confidence that bordered on defiance. Before the tournament, Navas' message was simple: we have no fear. They would need that fearlessness. Their first test was against Uruguay, the 2010 semifinalists, and a powerhouse of South American football, even without their injured star, Luis Suarez. Uruguay was a formidable opponent. Everyone expected them to roll over the Central American underdogs. The match began exactly as the world predicted. In the 24th minute, Costa Rican defender Junior Diaz was judged to have pulled down Diego Lugano in the box. The referee pointed toward the spot. Edinson Cavani stepped up and coolly converted. 1-0 Uruguay. The script was playing out perfectly. For the rest of the first half, Costa Rica held on. Just before halftime, Keylor Navas made a stunning save, tipping a deflected shot from Diego Forlan over the bar. Still, just 1 goal down. In the locker room, Pinto reminded his team of Uruguay's weaknesses. Quicken the pace, exploit the slow defenders, believe. What happened next wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. 9 minutes into the second half, the ball was crossed into the box. It fell to Joel Campbell. 1 touch to control it, a second to unleash a blistering left-footed strike. Goal. He grabbed the ball, stuffed it under his shirt, and roared, 1-1, a great goal. But surely just a consolation prize. But 3 minutes later, the unthinkable began to take shape. A free kick whipped in. Oscar Duarte launched himself forward and met it with a diving header. 2-1 Costa Rica. The stadium was in disbelief. On the bench, an injured Luis Suarez watched in horror. The Giants were stumbling. With 6 minutes left, Campbell turned provider. A perfect through ball to Marco Urena. 3-1. The final whistle blew. Costa Rica hadn't just won. They had outplayed a former world champion.
And come from behind to beat them.
Next came Italy, Four-time World Cup winners, fresh off a victory against England. Could the little team do it again? Italy's game flowed through Andrea Pirlo, so Costa Rica suffocated him. A high line, a ruthless offside trap. The Italian forward were caught offside 11 times, frustrated, confused, neutralized, just before halftime. The moment arrived. Brian Ruiz rose at the far post. The ball hit the underside of the bar and crossed the line. 1-0. For the entire second half, Italy threw everything forward, and every time, Keylor Navas was there. The final whistle. Another world champion defeated. England eliminated. Costa Rica unstoppable. Against England, it was a victory lap, a disciplined, controlled tactical display. The match ended 0-0, and it was official. Costa Rica finished first, undefeated, in the group of death. Only one goal conceded, a penalty. They hadn't survived. They had dominated. The fairy tale wasn't over. Against Greece, Brian Ruiz scored again. Then, disaster. A red card, 10 men, a last-minute equalizer, penalties. This was Navas's moment, a save. And then, Michael Umanya, calm, composed, quarterfinals, for the first time ever, against the Netherlands. They fought for 120 minutes, unbreakable, but penalties ended the dream.
And it's saved by Pirlo! It's the Netherlands who go through to the...
Costa Rica left Brazil without losing a single match in open play. They arrived as outsiders. They left as legends. They didn't just survive the group of death, they dismantled it, piece by piece, and wrote their name into football history forever. If you enjoyed this look back at Costa Rica's historic run, be sure to like the video and subscribe for more incredible football stories. What is your favorite memory from that unforgettable 2014 World Cup? Let us know in the comments below and tell us what other iconic football stories you'd like to see covered next. Thanks for watching.
Smart fans don't just watch, they analyze. Over 100,000 thinkers strong. Join us on the road to 250,000. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Subscribe and raise your football IQ.